Hello, welcome back. You're looking at Batman 232. I had this cover as my top 5 favorite Neal Adams Batman cover, and I want to talk a little bit more about Raj Al Ghul. Probably my second favorite villain for Batman, behind the Joker, of course. But this is a great book, a great introduction to this character, and it was not easy to pick it over this book. I mean, when I was trying to decide my favorite 5, this was definitely in the mix, and in the end, I decided to just pick this one because even though they both great covers, this one is the first introduction to Raj Al Ghul, so I gave it a tiny bit of a heads up. But as far as the content inside, they're both great. They both blessed with Neal Adams penciling inside, and this book is, Neal Adams' work is, without any need to say, is fantastic. My only gripe about this issue would be the inking, and too bad Neal did not do his own inking, in my opinion, because Dick Giordano is very inconsistent, in my opinion. I mean, in some page, even in some panel, it can look really good, and then in other panels, not so much. Like this one here was pretty decent, but then on many other pages, I find that it was quite weak. Like, for example, this page is very good. I have very little to complain about. As you can see, the first panel that feature his face, beautiful work. It's the occasionally when I look at the inking of this book, I almost think that Neal Adams must do some of his own inking as well, because it's hard to believe how some of the pictures and inking can be so vastly different from page to page. But if you have time to sit down and flip through this book, you will understand what I'm trying to say. Like, this panel is beautiful. A very common Neal Adams pose. I think Neal Adams draw this pose where you have somebody grabbing somebody by the collar so many times. It had been so many times that he used this exact pose. It's good. It's great. I have no complaint about it. But like Joe Kane or any other great artist, they tend to go back to some pose that they reuse or recycle quite often. And it's, like I said, it's a beautiful book, and one of my favorite page, of course, is this one. Sadly, I think this one can use a little bit more inking. It's beautiful, but the inking is kind of light for this one. But it is a beautiful snowy scene on top of the mountain. And then this page here, as you can see, the inking is slightly heavier. So it kind of always can baffle me as far as looking at the art here. They all great, but I just find that as a whole, the inking is very inconsistent. Okay, and let's see. Oh, before I go, look at that shot. Beautiful. I can sit here and flip through every page, but it's a beautiful book. I love it, and it's hard to talk about this book and Raj Al Ghul without really talk about these two books, because basically he and his daughter was introduced in these 3 books where you get to know more in depth about who and what they are. And this book is really hard to find in high grade. You know, it's a tough book to find because of the black cover. But you know, it's beautiful. I mean, the art inside. You know, I wish. You know, I have always wished that Neal did all the penciling for a long series of Batman, because it's a shame that he really didn't put his time into any long run of any particular title. So all you get is 1 or 2 or 3 here and there where he does work inside as he focus on doing mostly cover works. But look at the interior of this book. Look at the inking. Okay, this is where I think I think maybe he did his own inking here, at least on some of the pages, because it's much heavier, much sharper. It's great. I mean, I read this book quite many times, and I just always enjoy the beautiful art inside. So really, if you're a big Ra's al Ghul fan and Talia fan, I highly recommend that you get this issue, or at least read it, because here you go. You see the Lazarus pit. And look at this. This is one of the great panel. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Great looking book. And let's finish this video up with this one. I liked this cover so much. It's beautiful. Like I said, I can waste a whole lot of this video and just reread this book again. It's not hard for me to open this book and want to go through each and every panel again, because it's such a beautiful artwork and good story. I mean, as you can see here, the inking is quite well done. So I tend to think that maybe Neal did some of the page, some of the inking himself, because it is just too well done to be done by somebody else. The fight scene of this book is just gorgeous, and like I said, Raj is just a badass. Only Neal can draw Batman with the cape that way. He's a master. Like I said many times before, he's born to draw Batman, even though he will be the first to say that he's not a big fan of any single character. He don't mind drawing anybody. He doesn't have a favorite, but look at that. That is sharp. I can't imagine inking this page or that panel. Look at that. That is an awesome fight scene with Batman and Raj. No doubt one of my favorite panel is right here. Look at that. That is about as big of a rage as you will ever see Batman. Fantastic. And here is one beautiful, beautiful panel. How can you not love that? Gorgeous. Even the ladies would love that. That is so sexy, right? Anyhow, thanks for watching. And if you if you don't have these 3 issues, I think it is a good read for sure, if you like Ra's al Ghul, I think it's good to be able to get all three and read them all at once, because it gives you a good grasp of Ra's al Ghul and his daughter Talia. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.